Gambarinian's a little animal, too. They call him the Anvil, like Jim Neidhart. And right now they got Tavares favored slightly. Vegas has the odds leaning towards him. I could see it going either way. It's really a coin toss fight. Push comes to shove. That's a hard one. That is a damn hard one.
I'll take Tavares.
I'll go Gambarinian.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, all these fights are good, man. The matchups, the style matchups in all these fights are really, really good fights. So, I mean, it should be a great time.
We got Stephan Bonner against, I believe it's John Jones. Stephan Bonner and John Jones. Right now they got Stephan Bonner favorited with the odds here in Vegas. And he should, I don't know a lot about John Jones, but supposedly he's not just a guy that's going to, go in the cage and get beat up by Stephan Bonner. He's supposedly a contender. So, and the odds have him like right there, neck and neck with Bonner. So if you go on that stuff, you could say it's a coin toss, but I don't know anything about him, so I'll just play it safe, go with the odds, and say Stephan Bonner takes the win. Maybe decision.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, I've never been a big fan of Stephan Bonner. I don't know why. I can't really pinpoint.
He's got a shitty personality.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, his fights really haven't done anything. The one fight there,
him
Stephan
and Forrest
Bonner
Griffin?
and Forrest Griffin. I mean, those two fights, yes. I mean, they fought a couple times, right?
First fight, the second fight, Forrest just handled him. But the first fight was Gotti Ward in MMA.
Yeah. No doubt. I remember that. So, I gotta go against Bonner here, man. I forget the other guy. What's his name? John what?
John Jones.
John Jones. Yeah, I'll go John Jones, man. But I know Stephan Bonner is the bigger name fighter. But I'll go John Jones there, man, just because I'm not a huge fan of Bonner.
Alrighty, next up we got Lyoto Machida and Thiago Silva in the semi-main event. Both fighters are undefeated at 13-0. Vegas has Machida, I believe, -240, so he's a big favorite, which sucks for me because that was my fight of the night because I thought the odds would be really close, and I'm damn sure Lyoto's going to win. But now with the odds the way they are, I mean, Thiago could win. I'm not saying he couldn't. I just thought Lyoto was, most people think it's closer than it is. Lyoto should win, and apparently Vegas thinks the same thing. So that's going to be, I don't want to bet on that one. But as far as a straight pick for the winner, I got to go Lyoto Machida.
Hey, I don't mean to change the subject real quick, but I know you're out in the actual room, and I had to go in another room so we didn't have like a big echo, right?
Yeah.
I'm standing in the bathroom right now because that's the only room that we have, right? And they got a big mirror. Yeah. They got a big mirror in the bathroom here, and I'm looking at Ryan Clark in that mirror, man. What a sexy motherfucker, baby. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who got over there?
What's that?
Lyoto and Thiago.
Oh, Lyoto and Thiago. Oh, man. That, I mean, you know what? I'll put that as my silver medal. No, I'll put that as my silver medal. For some reason, these big fights, these BJ Penns and these George St. Pierre, they don't live up to the hype, man. So I think, like, the undercard fights, I mean, especially Guida and Diaz, and then this fight that we're talking about now, I mean, I'll put that as my silver medal, and then I'll put the bronze medal would go over to BJ and GSP in the main event. But if I had to pick, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. Probably Machida.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Main event, your bronze medal, my gold medal for fight of the night, as far as predictions, as far as what we expect. George St. Pierre, the welterweight champion, versus BJ Penn, the lightweight champion, in a rematch of their controversial first fight, which ended in a split decision, where half the world thought each guy won, the other half thought the other guy won. It's for GSP's welterweight title. Right now, Vegas has the odds favoring GSP slightly, very little. And as the fight gets closer, that's the fight where a lot of money will come in when the people go to the windows and things like that. Yeah. So the lines will be constantly changing on that. If BJ Penn gets a good enough underdog line, I'm going to go ahead and take a chance and say, because I predict GSP's going to win. So as far as this radio show, I'm going to say GSP wins. But as far as where my money goes, if they give me good odds on BJ Penn, I'm going to go ahead and take the chance because I think he could definitely pull it off. I just don't expect him to, but I wouldn't be surprised one bit if he did.
I got to go GSP, man. I mean, you know my feelings on this. I don't think BJ has a shot in hell, man. I just think George St. Pierre, I mean, I watched that 3-part special that they did the Wednesday night airing, and, I mean, I don't know how they portray these people on TV shows, but BJ, I mean, George St. Pierre is just an animal in the gym, And for him to be training with guys like, I think Rashad was up there, Rashad Evans was up there.
Like Greg Jackson's camp, so it's Rashad Evans and Nate Marquardt and Keith Jardine and guys like that.
I think George has got people around him that really keep him focused and on his game. And I think BJ's more of a partier. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's really. I know he's a good fighter. I don't want to say he's a bad fighter, but I just don't know if his heart is like 100% in it. You know what I'm saying?
No, they got BJ Penn in his camp got pissed, and they released a statement about that because Dana White on the second episode portrayed exactly what you're saying BJ isn't taking this training seriously. He's taking a couple days off the vacation, but the camp came back, and it makes sense because it happens a lot of times with fighters. He was training for 4 months. And when you train for a fight, you want to peak at a certain point, right up, near the fight as close as possible, because you can overtrain for a fight, and they didn't want him overtraining, so they had him take a couple days off. Yep. He's already been training for 4 months. That was before the taping of this show, and I guess Dana didn't know that and assumed he was slacking off, and he was like kind of pissed off. He's like, "Nah, I've been doing the opposite. I've been working hard." But he's had a reputation for what you're saying in the past, taking things lightly and just relying on his natural talent. You know what I mean? As far as, not sharpening the knives in the skill drawer. He just goes out with whatever knives he's got. If they're dull, he's still going to stab you with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, we both go GSP, but you may change. As far as betting goes, you may...
as far as my money, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you may change. So that's...
My mind goes GSP.
Yeah, that's the UFC 94 card for tonight. We're actually going to head down there right about now, or shortly after we get off the air here. We're going to head down there. We're going to put this up online. JMK, he's in charge back there. He's going to get you guys an archive up so you'll be able to listen to this. JMK is also going to cover the MMA event for me on MMAscoops.com, MMAnews.com. Boone's site is also going to have live coverage of the pay-per-view tonight, guys. A huge event tonight. So if you haven't ordered it, go order it. If it's the fans that listen and turn the show off when ECW comes on and we switch to the MMA segment, if you've never ordered UFC before, order tonight and you'll be hooked. Guaranteed. And with that said, it is time for another Jack and Coke. So we got to get out of here, and maybe if we have time tomorrow, Matty B, we'll do a little wrap-up show. It won't be tonight, but it'll be sometime during the day tomorrow if we get time to do this. I know we got the Super Bowl tomorrow and a bunch of other stuff. But we got to get out of here. We got to let JMK put this shindig up online for you guys to listen to, and we will likely talk to you tomorrow. If not, well, I'll see you. My flight gets back at about midnight on Monday. Tuesday's going to be a busy day for me online. We'll get everything caught up then, and we'll go with the live radio show on Tuesday night. Jose Rivera is going to make his debut on WZR Radio, and I'm going to have Matt Boone as well for a third hour on Tuesday to talk about Vegas, talk about the fights. If we don't do a show tomorrow, I'll have Matt up on Tuesday. But nonetheless, about those, Matt, you got anything else, man? Just MMAnews.com for the play-by-play. If not, MMAscoops.com, and we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow. Order the pay-per-view if you haven't, and enjoy the fights. We know we will. All right, guys. So live from the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Ryan Clark. For Matt Boone. That's me. Him. This is Ryan Clark. That's me. Saying see you either tomorrow or Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, right here on WZROnline.com. Later, guys. Whoa! And welcome to a special Saturday edition of WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. I'm, as always, your host, Ryan Clark, and I got Matt Boone. We are live in Las Vegas, Nevada, the site of UFC 94 tonight. We're basically just going to give you a quick rundown, a quick pre-show, who we think are going to win the matches. We'll tell you about the time in Las Vegas. So far, we'll just do about 15 or 20 minutes here with you, and then we are going to head down to the live arena and cover this event for the website. But before we get to that, Matt Boone, what's going on, buddy? Can I get a hey now? Can I get a hey now from Las Vegas, baby? What's going on, man? How crazy has this weekend been already, man? Come on. Oh, I know, man. It's been nuts. I'll tell you what, the plane ride out yesterday, the plane ride from Charlotte to Las Vegas, yeah, brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. And then last night, you guys went down to a strip bar and had a good time. We played the slots and lost a lot of money. And, yeah, but it's been a good time so far, man. And we got UFC 94 coming up. What's that?
We went to see Chris Angel, too, don't forget.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Chris Angel thing last night was absolutely awesome, man. He did. He's so fast, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like
he did a trick like right in front of your face, hanging upside down from the ceiling. He was like right above your head.
Yeah, right there. And then you're like, how the hell did he do that? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty nuts. So that was cool last night. Las Vegas, first time ever in Las Vegas for me, and I know you too. And man, it doesn't disappoint, man. There is so much to do. You could never do all of this in what are we here for 4 days or whatever. So yeah, it's just absolutely crazy, man. But we're about to head down to the arena. We figured we'd do a little 15-minute segment here, let people know what's up, and we'll give some predictions for the fight. It was funny. You guys actually saw Joe Rogan last night, and then me and you were just kind of walking through the casino downstairs, and
we were checking out some girl.
Yeah, some hot girl. Oh man!
Then we realized standing next to her
is Nick Diaz, man.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz walking right there. I'm like, no shit, man. Nick Diaz is in the lobby. Yes, so there's a lot of people here. A big fight field downstairs in the casino. Just, I mean, everybody knows this could be UFC's biggest pay-per-view event ever, buy rate-wise. And, yeah, man, I mean, people are stoked about this for sure. You know what I mean?
Historically, too, it could be the biggest. I mean, there's a lot of big ramifications based on what happens tonight. So, I mean, this could be the event that people talk about for a long time. And we got good seats, about to head over there soon. And guess we wanted to hop on here and give a little preview of some of the bigger fights on the card tonight. We might do like another show tomorrow, doing like a recap of everything, something like that.
Yeah, we can do something like that tomorrow if we get some time. I know we got the Super Bowl tomorrow out here as well. So, but maybe in the morning time. It depends how late. I know we're going to the after party tonight of GSP or BJ Penn, whoever the winner is. So I'm sure it's going to be a late night for sure. For people that don't know, me and you are actually in our hotel room right now.
At the MGM.
At the MGM, yeah, we're inside the MGM, inside our hotel room. We just kind of waiting to go to UFC, so we just do a quick show. How's that SoCo and Pepsi out there, baby? Not bad.
Hold on a second. Oh yeah, let's see how it's doing. No, still tasty. No, but
these guys. Well, you guys woke me up at what, 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, man, and we headed right down to the casinos, and I got the Jack and Coke,
we got back from the titty bar at like 6:30, 7 in the morning, which was really like 10 a.m. for us because we're from the East Coast, jet lagged and all that stuff. I got about 2 hours of sleep, woke up, started drinking and gambling immediately. Now it's time to go to a little UFC, baby. Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. We're ready to go. Hey, let's run down this thing top to bottom of the matches. I mean, we don't have them written down or anything like that, but the matches that we can remember, we'll run them down, and then do a little pre-show here. What we're going to expect to happen. We'll get on out of here and we'll do a post-show wrap-up live, baby, live.
Oh yeah.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, no doubt.
I'm looking out my window here at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm looking at a little place called Mandalay Bay right across the way there. We're looking over here to the side, and we see the New York, Rock Vegas, where GSP is official after party being made. We got a big Hooters hotel over here, Tropicana. Everything's over. We got the Luxor over here, all kinds of shit. It's crazy. It's awesome. But let's start on the card with a guy we talked about earlier, Nick Diaz, his brother. The Ultimate Fighter Season 5, I want to say, winner. Nate Diaz will be fighting Clay Guida, one of your favorites, in the opening bout on pay-per-view, and that should be, next to the main event, a potential candidate for Fight of the Night. What do you think, man?
That's what I was telling you earlier, man, when we were sitting down talking here when we first woke up this morning after that long night last night. I actually got locked out of my hotel room last night at about 4 in the morning, man. It was, all about that. It was brutal last night, man, and nobody would help me out, which kind of sucks. But anyway, we talked about this earlier. Clay Guida and Nate Diaz, I mean, I say fight of the night. I mean, Clay Guida is such a, I mean, he's an animal, man, is the best way to describe him, you know?
Yeah, but to combat that, Nate Diaz is very smooth and slick with submissions, especially off his back, where he'll be if Clay Guida fights the way he normally fights. And standing up, Nate's a better striker, so it's a very, I mean, Clay Guida could maul him, control him, and then avoid submissions, and then win that way, or he'll get caught, you know, by Nate, or Nate will avoid takedowns and outstrike him. I mean, there's a million ways this fight could go. And right now, the odds in Vegas have it, what was it? Nate Diaz is like minus 140, and Clay Guida is still even right now. Money's coming in on him. And as the fight gets closer, Nate Diaz will probably be a bigger favorite. So the money, you know, the smart money player would probably be going Guida because he could definitely pull off the win. And if he pulls off the win, he's the underdog. He makes some dollaroos. What do you think?
Yeah, well, we're going to actually head down to a bookie a little bit later on today. Sports bookie, and we're gonna make some bets in that. But I gotta go Clay Guida in that fight. We'll just give predictions here. I mean that's my pick for fight of the night.
GSP and Penn, unless that turns out to be a complete crap fest, that's got to be the fight of the night. Because they're not only big names, they're not both world champions, but they're two of the most exciting fighters. Their two styles blend together beautifully. And you know, they both fight their asses off, all five. You know, it's going to be a great main event as far as quality fight in the cage. You know, exciting. It's historically, you know, very important. Business-wise, it's off the charts. I mean, this is the fight. Even at the even at the titty bar last night. I mean, they're doing shout-outs. Do we got any GSP fans in the house? Do we got any BJ Penn fans in the house? We're getting a taxi off the airport. There's the UFC logos promoted on the back of the cab. You go downstairs, there's slot machines and card tables, all dedicated to the UFC. It's crazy. You can definitely, you always hear in Vegas, you say there's that fight atmosphere going on. And you brought up a good point earlier. I bet if you live in like a rural area, you know, like over on the East Coast, like New York doesn't have UFC cleared, so they don't get a lot of MMA, certainly not the UFC. Over there, you say GSP versus Penn, they know who they are, but it's not like if you said Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. But in Vegas, that fight atmosphere is brewing all over. Everywhere you go, people are talking about, if you even say the letters UFC, some complete stranger will be like, oh, yeah, you got the fights, you going to the show?
It's crazy, man. I mean, you walk downstairs into the lobby, and, I mean, there are thousands of people that are inside that lobby, all here for UFC, and this, I mean, it just has that fight feel. I mean, you really can't explain it unless you're actually here to see it yourself. I mean, this has the feel of a major UFC, you know, pay-per-view. Probably one of the biggest ever, you know, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah. So, all right, who we got, man? Nate Diaz and Clay Guida. Let's do a little predictions here. Nate Diaz, Clay Guida, who you going?
I got, that's my fight of the night, and I got Clay Guida over Nate Diaz, but that's a close fight, man. I mean, Nate is no joke, so, I mean, that's a tough one. But I'll go Guida.
I say that's the silver medalist winner for Fight of the Night tonight. They'll come in second place for the best fight, and I got Nate Diaz. Submission or maybe I'll go submission. He'll tap him out.
All right, no doubt. I know we don't have the entire fight card here, but you know some of the fights. The ones that you know, go ahead and spit them out to me, and then we'll just give a quick prediction, and then we'll get on out of here and head down to the arena.
We got Carl Parisian's cousin. He was also the finalist. He lost to Nate Diaz in the finals in the Ultimate Fighter Season 5. Manny Gambarian, he'll be on the card fighting Thiago Tavares, a very good up-and-coming lightweight fighter who's had some brawls with guys like Tyson Griffin and people like that. He's usually in a lot of Fight of the Nights.